So it's like such an important question to answer. And I think we are just shifting from one worldview to another, and it's going to take 100 years. And this is what happens when you're shifting from one worldview to another, is it's chaos and weirdness.
Yeah, I can totally see that. And I totally relate to that idea that we construct the reality we live in. So we need to be mindful and think about that. But it's co-constructed, right? It has to happen with everybody. It can't just be in my head. It has to be a society-wide change. So maybe we need to talk to each other in another 100 years from what you're saying. That's the
Well, at least check in with our future selves and figure out how we did it.
yeah.
Because we definitely
Yeah.
survived. I don't necessarily mean us ourselves personally, but like the human race definitely survived. How do we do it?
Yeah, how did we do it?
Yeah, and it's definitely a good question to think, isn't it? What would we like to be like in 100 years? What would we like society to look like? And I think too, the sort of questions you were inviting, Julia, this sort of how do we know what we know? I completely see this rather dystopian description you gave us, Carmen. Like we're living in a dream or a nightmare. You know, nobody really knows, nobody really gets it. We don't know the rules anymore, so everybody just kind of lives on their own thing, kind of running on empty on whatever they're doing. But wouldn't it be great to remember the kind of basics of like, you know, commit to that we can believe in truth. It might be hard to get to truth, but there is such a thing as truth, and there is such a thing as kindness and decency and respect, and that's what I'd like in 100 years. Yeah.